Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my literary club. Today I'm going to explain The Chimney Sweeper by William Blake from the Songs of Innocence. I have already explained The Chimney Sweeper from Songs of Experience on my channel, and I've also posted the difference between the Songs of Innocence and Songs of Experience. You can check that on my YouTube channel. William Blake from 1757 to 1827 was an enigmatic English poet, painter, and printmaker, revered for his visionary and often mystical works that blurred the lines between art and the literature. A key figure of Romantic age, Blake's poetry, including famous collections like Songs of Innocence and Songs of Experience, delves into the themes of spirituality, social injustice, and human condition. Unique use of symbolism, vivid imagery, and unconventional ideas continues to resonate, commenting his legacy as a profound influence on both literature and the arts. This poem, The Chimney Sweeper from Songs of Innocence, is a powerful critique of social and moral injustice faced by the children during the Industrial Revolution of the 18th century. This poem was written in the voice of a young chimney sweeper, a young child, highlighting the exploitation of the poor child. This poem gives us a religious imagery of both hope and the resignation, okay, the religious hypocrisy, we can say. And this is also a series of chimney sweeper versus the chimney sweeper of Songs of Innocence and the chimney sweeper of Songs of Experience. So we can say the chimney sweeper of Experience offers the most direct condemnation of the social cruelty. Images is a literary device that refers to the use of descriptive language in order to appeal to the senses and creates a vivid mental picture in the reader's mind. Now we can imagine a child in black dirt in front of us. So that's an example of imagery. Stanza number two. Tis a little Tom Dacre. Now the speaker kid is introducing another chimney sweeper kid, Tom Dacre, who cried when his head that curled like a lamb's back was shaved. Now the Tom Dacre's hair were like curling white hair, and it was shaved. Now this curled like a lamb's back is an example of literary device simile. Simile is a figure of speech that makes a comparison between two different things using the words like or as. Okay, so here William Blake is comparing the curly white hair of the Tom with the curly white hair at the back of the lamb by using the word like, curled like. So that's an example of simile. And that was shaved, so the innocence is vanished, and Tom is entered to the harshness of the world. So I said, now the speaker kid is going to console and comfort the Tom on this shaved head. Hush, Tom, never mind it, for when your head is bare, you know that the suit cannot spoil your white hair. Now look at this innocence even in this comforting line. He's saying that now when you will be bald and this black suit, black dirt could not be able to spoil your white hair. The white hair couldn't be dirty because you don't have white hair anymore. So he's consoling, comforting Tom. The kid is trying to find the positive side. So he was quiet. So the Tom was comforted by this line. And that very night, as Tom was sleeping, he had such a sight. Now he had a dream. The Tom had a dream. And dream is like an escape from the suffering. And dream is like only option for that kids and for any person who is in suffering to get away from the suffering. Okay. So this sight was the kids were very excited for this sight. He was very amazed by this site, okay, because this was only option and only escape from this world. That thousands of speakers, Dick, Joe, Ned, and Jack. Now you can see that thousands of childrens that were doing this chimney sweeping job at that time. That were countless children who were suffering from this, were all of them locked up in coffins of black. Now the dream was that the kids are all locked up in black coffins. Now this could also mean that black coffins could also be means the chimneys, because the chimneys are also very tight and tiny space and they're all black. So the kids are also locked in that space. So and this coffins of black instead of chimneys, this also an example of metaphor. Metaphor is a figure of speech that makes a direct comparison between two unrelated things by stating that one is another. That here, the Blake is stating that coffins of black is the chimneys. So that's an example of metaphor. And by came an angel who had a bright key. Now this angel and a bright key are the symbols of freedom, because an angel came here to free them, and bright key is the key to unlock that coffin. So that's an symbols of freedom. And so this is an example of symbolism. Symbolism is a literary device in what a word, character, object, concept, or figure represents something beyond its literal meaning. Here, angel and bright key represent freedom, which is beyond its literal meaning. Okay, so the kids are hoping to get free. He's dreaming to get the freedom from this coffin, and he opened the coffin and set them all free. Now look at the wish of the children, because what we wish is what we look at in our dreams. Okay, so he's looking in the dream what he wishes for in their entire lives, and they couldn't get that. Many of the kids died at that time due to this chimney sweeping, but they couldn't get the escape. Now, this escape, which he see in this dream, could be the death, because only death could set them free from this job, this chimney sweeping job. Okay, so then down a green plain, leaping, laughing, they run and wash in a river and shine in the sun. This is the this is the scenario after the death. Blake is presenting it as the kids are died, and now they're because they could only be happy and free after their death. In this life, they are chimney sweepers and they are laborers throughout their life. Only after they'll be dead, then they will have a green plain to play, and they'll laugh and laughing and jumping and running and taking a bath in the river. And this bath could also symbolize the purity, and these all these elements, green and sun and shine, all these symbolizes the sun. So Blake is giving us a very peaceful, beautiful imagery. They're naked and white, and all their bags left behind. Now the kids are there, okay, and they are naked and they are all white, because white symbolize purity and white symbolize innocent. So the kids are all innocent and white. They don't have any. Also, they don't have any dirt, any soot on them. So they are all white, and all their bags left behind, all their burdens left behind, all their struggles, hardships left behind in the world, and they are in their afterlife. Okay, they rise upon the clouds. Their souls rise upon the clouds and sport in the wind. Now he's giving us a very beautiful imagery of the afterlife through the dream of the tomb, the peaceful and freedom imagery of the kids. And the angel told Tom, now this is the message of the poem, if he would be a good boy, he would get God for his father and never want joy. Why he would never want joy? Because he'll never lack joy. What we want is that things what we are lacking in our lives. So if he didn't lack the joy in his life, then why would he want joy? Okay, so this was the religious uh, hypocritic message that was entered to the minds of the kids by the all those clergies and priests and monarchies, that they have to do this job, because and they cannot resist and they cannot rebel, because if they would be a good boy, then the god would be his father, and god would reward them, and they will be happy after some time, and they will never get punished. So we can see the religion as as some kind of hope here. That religion is giving hope that if you endure this pain, then you will be happy in the afterlife. Okay, and so Tom awake, and we roll in the dark, because they have to get up early to start their job, and got our bags and our brushes to work, and then again they carry their burdens of bags and brushes and their suits and everything. Though the morning was cold, Tom was happy and warm. Why he was happy and warm? So if we do all the duty, they need not fear harm. He was happy and he was warm because of the dream of the last night, because he knew that if he performed his duty perfectly, then he need not to fear harm. There will be no harm for him, not from the monarchy and not from the god, because if he did not perform his duty, then there would be a punishment from the god and from the monarchy, both. Okay, so he was happy that for the reward that he would get in his afterlife, maybe sometime. So the religion is kind of a hope here, and also the kind of hypocrisy is also being shown by the Blake in the underlying meanings in these lines. Now look at the irony that he's back to his inescapable work, and his happiness is only based on the illusion, only based on the dream that he had last night. So that's the irony, that only happiness is based on the dream, not on any realistic, genuine reason, genuine purpose. These are some of the themes of the poem Innocence and Experience, because this Chimney Sweeper same poem is also in the Sounds of Experience, and I've explained that poem. You can visit my channel for that poem. Social critique, we have discussed the social critique, that how the childs have to perform this child labor and they were exploited that at that time, and many kids died because of this and all that. The loss of childhood, as the tomb was shaved, and this labor was a loss of childhood, biggest loss of childhood, because they were forced to do that job that was not meant for them, and that was so hard and that was so brutal for them, that they lose their charm and innocence and beauty of their childhood. And the religious imagery, because religious were both the sense of hope, and we can see the sense of hypocrisy both in this poem. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you have any question regarding the explanation, you can ask in the comments below. And also you can give your suggestions about next video to explain in the comments below. Please like and share the video, subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get the notification of the next video.